ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Hi, good evening and welcome to Sports Sunday on a Christmas Eve. I am Julian Gibson. Ohio fans had a lot to celebrate on Friday, winning the Bahamas Bowl.
Very fun game. Thought that UAB would be a tougher opponent, but
I thought so too. I'm disappointed.
Their first bowl game, their first year back from being suspended as a team, I think they did a great job. So
that ain't an excuse for putting up 6 points.
True, but you know they got the experience, so maybe next year they're going to do better.
Taking into football on Friday was Minister with responsibility for youth sports and culture in the country, the Honorable Michael Pintard, and he believes in the Bahamas Bowl.
Well, one of the historical notes is that at least 8 players today in the NFL passed through this tournament. So we know that the teams that are here are significant teams, and we're interested in building a relationship, not just with these coaches and these players, but with the NCAA in general, so that we are able to populate the venue that we have here on a regular basis, whether it's for training camps, for entire teams, or whether or not it is special teams or any component of the football team. We want persons to know that the Bahamas is open for business, and it's not just about building name, face recognition. Bahamians demand a return on the investment. And so to the extent that we are able to continue a number of the programs that my predecessor started, Danny Johnson, we will collaborate with those persons he had built a relationship with and build new relationships to make sure this entire Queen Elizabeth Sports Center complex is populated on a regular basis with substantive events that return investment to the Bahamian people.
What's your sports Christmas wish?
Well, that more Bahamians would celebrate our athletes who are doing well, not just as elite athletes, but as collegians. And then furthermore, that all of us would become less spectators, but participate to make sure that we are fit as a country. Far too many Bahamians are dying from non-communicable diseases because we are sedentary. We want to change that.
From the sailing beat, according to Ken Iceman McPhee, the Buller Edge Class C Regatta is very beneficial to the economy of Exuma.
Yeah, we started the Buller Edge Regatta, the economy in Exuma at that time was very low. You know, everybody like take vacation during that time, but the Buller Edge starts to bring back people home just to watch the regatta, and especially at the fish ride. You know, during 16 years ago, you go around the fish ride during the New Year's time. It's very low key, but now it's booming now since the Buller Edge Regatta.
And finally in sports, organizer of the Peace on the Streets basketball tournament, Carlos Reed, says that we need to pay more attention to our young men in the country.
I believe that basketball is a vehicle that if we channel it right, we could use it to get a lot of these young persons out of the hood and give them or connect them with opportunities in the States and Canada to be able to become what I believe that God created them to become.
But do you have the time to deal with them? Because you have hundreds of them.
I make time, you know, every evening, you know, when we look at this basketball court out here, like kids are on here playing. So I make it my time, just even if I just come out to say hello, you know what I mean? I come out and you see fellas them shooting the ball like the way they shouldn't, you call them over and you know, you give them some encouragement, you know, so I try to fit it into my schedule. I'm not doing it as much as I'd like to do it, you know, because I have to run a church. I have businesses that I run an organization. So time is of essence to me, and I'm trying to manage that with my family. I have a 16-year-old daughter now. What feel like she owned me beside of the world.
She look like she takes over the Peace on the Street. Look like she could run it.
Yes, she can. You know, she has a love for it. You know, she's playing basketball now, and she basically did most of the organizing for the tournament. And that's basically what we're trying to do. We're trying to prepare the next generation, because I don't know about you, Julia, we ain't gonna be around too long.
Yeah, half of the century. I heading on to the next half.
Be on the way down now. You know what I mean? So if we want to build things that's gonna supersede where we have gone, then we're gonna have to incorporate the young people in it and teach them how to do this thing. So when we have gone off the scene, Peace on the Street will be one of those things that just keep on going on.
Well, that's all the time for Sports Sunday. Once again, I'm Julian Gibson. Special thanks, as always, to my hardworking cameraman, Ashley Taylor. He is rushing off home to see what he has under the Christmas tree. Well, stay tuned. You better forecast. It's still to come as the rain continues to spray.